And in tonight's Big Story Breakdown, we are watching out for public safety. The Turning Point USA Tour stopping at OU tomorrow night.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan live with details on the security measures that are going to be in place to keep the spectators safe. Rob.
Wendy, Adam, good evening. Now the event will take place right here at the Lloyd Noble Center with a seating capacity of more than 11,000 people. Charlie Kirk was killed while speaking with university students at a Utah college campus where security was questioned. But tonight, we still have questions about security here at the OU event. Here at the Lloyd Noble Center, there are more than a dozen cameras on the exterior of the building. According to a post from OU's Turning Point chapter, those attending the event will need to provide an ID and can only. It also says there will be metal detectors and a police presence. Turning Point USA. Yeah, Russell Brand's going to be there. So is Savannah Chrisley. Even Governor Stitt's going to be there. But you know what's not there a day before the TPUSA event? Security. Fox 25 News. Tomorrow's TPUSA event, and I'll just take you with me right now. I've been able to gain complete access to the building where it will be located. You can see right now, I'm just walking around. No one has confronted me. No one's here to ask questions. I've reached out to the OU PD for answer on their security measures. I've reached out to the Norman PD. They referred me to the OU PD. I've reached out to the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office just to simply ask if people will be safe at this event. As of right now, I am questioning that since I was able to just walk right into the building, walk right into the event center. Right now, they're prepping the stage for the event. This is where it'll be. That's right. I was right there. Protest is set to take place tomorrow before the start of the event right here outside of the Lloyd Noble Center. Now the OU chapter of the TPUSA is telling attendees do not engage. Until then, live at the Noble Center here in Norman, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Rob, thank you. And unfortunately, attacks in public spaces can happen. So here's what you can do. First, it is always important to stay alert and be aware of your environment and surroundings. Have an exit plan. Identify those exits and possible areas to hide in case of an emergency. If an attack does occur, seek safety right away. Cover and hide if you cannot evacuate. Listen to law enforcement for instructions. Finally, remember, if you see something, say something to police.
Safety at large events in our state's an ongoing discussion among Oklahoma leaders. Back in January, Governor Kevin Stitt issued an executive order establishing the Secure Oklahoma Now initiative, designed to be a proactive effort to enhance Oklahoma's preparedness against terrorist threats and acts of targeted violence. It also directed the Department of Public Safety to consult with the Now Advisory Council, work with organizers and law enforcement statewide to help push and publish industry standard security protocols. And here's a look at the guide so far. It includes charts allowing event organizers to determine what resources they need based on the size of their event and the potential threat level. State lawmakers also holding an interim study today to explore these protocols. Tulsa City Council is postponing a vote on whether or not to extend their downtown curfew. The vote expected to happen at tonight's council meeting, but council members decided to move it to next Wednesday's agenda. Curfew put in place back in June after several violent incidents involving teens restricts people under the age of 18 from being in the downtown area from 9 to 6 on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Fridays.
We wrote 8 tickets. We didn't have a lot of problems downtown. Educational campaigns seemed to be working, talking to the kids, saying, it's time to go, give us some time to go. That seemed to work.
City officials looking into changing the curfew hours from 9 to 10 and making the curfew only for Friday and Saturdays. The curfew set to expire next week, but if it's extended, it will expire next year.
We have seen similar efforts here in the Bricktown district as Oklahoma City police noticed a rise in crime over the last few years. City Council approved a curfew in Bricktown back in 2023 for minors who are not with an adult. The curfew runs every night of the week from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. It includes Bricktown and Lower Bricktown down to the Oklahoma River.
We want this to remain a family, fun, and friendly environment for everyone. As a police department, we're committed to doing that. We know that we host large events in Bricktown, concerts, clubs. We have to focus on all of those things. But especially where we see large crowds of juveniles, we have a huge concern.
Along with increased police presence, the curfew requires officers to ask the teen's age and reason for being in the area. There are some exceptions to the curfew, like working or returning from work, or in an event like a movie or a ball game.
Oklahoma City leaders have introduced the In by 10 initiative, urging parents to ensure their children are home by 10 every night to help stop youth gun violence all across the metro.
Our lives are invaluable, and it is our collective responsibility to protect them from the growing dangers that threaten their innocence, their development, and their right to the simple pleasures of everyday living.
Since January of 2023, 780 children and teens have gone through Oklahoma City's juvenile justice system, a number judges have called astronomical.
A man accused of stalking a woman across several states is now being held here on a $1 million bond. The Village Police saying he was caught during a sting operation.
Fox 25's Grant Palmer joining us live in studio. Grant, walk us through what happened here.
Yeah, Adam and Wendy, the Village Police Department says John Driscoll made posts about the woman dating back to 2022 and followed her across New Mexico and Colorado before being arrested here in Oklahoma City on Sunday. Months or even potentially years of stalking was put to an end on Sunday when this man, John Driscoll, was arrested right here in this parking lot.
Get your hands out of the car! Step out!
The Village Police Department says they were tipped off by the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office that Driscoll was posting some concerning things on social media, which Village PD confirmed.
They began looking into this and found numerous posts and noticed that he did seem to be obsessed with this female.
Police say Driscoll went as far as calling up this yoga studio that the victim was going to be teaching at on Sunday, which was the same day that he was arrested.
The dance studio that alleged that he called them multiple times and has emailed them, and also that he was going to be coming from Colorado, and he was inquiring to make sure that this victim was, or this female victim was going to be at the location.
Police reported finding this knife when they were searching Driscoll's car and also say he had recently possessed a handgun. In circumstances similar to that of the victim, here's what an attorney recommends to get a victim protection order.
If there has not been a prior domestic relationship with the stalker, then the person would have to file a police report.
Flynn adds it's very important to let your employer or neighbors know about the person that you're concerned about.
You can call law enforcement, at which time they will be given a trespass warning. And if they come back, then that is probable cause to arrest for.
Flynn stresses that if you're trying to get a protective order, make sure you refer to the first police report you made so probable cause can be established. Reporting in studio, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Grant. And that was your Big Story Breakdown. You can learn more about the Turning Point USA event happening tomorrow at OU on OKCFox.com.
Plus, head to our YouTube page where you can watch all of our previous Big Story Breakdowns. Just scan the QR code that you see there on your screen or search OKC Fox.